Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another Love Bite. Gemini, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Gemini Spirit. Alright, Gemini, 3 cards for the first person. Ace of Wands, alright. 8 of Wands. And the Moon card, alright. Second person, the World card. 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. Mutual energies, Knight of Cups, 5 of Swords and the King of Wands. Bottom of my deck, I have a 10 of Cups. Somebody wants something long term. Somebody really wants to have a happily ever after. They feel I still have so much passion for this thing. I want to just charge out there. I want to go towards them. I want to talk to them, and then they stop themselves. Fear. I don't know why. The other person says, well, I left the door open for them for a long time, but I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not going to wait for somebody who's always going to make me feel left out in the cold. I'm exhausted I'm tired of keeping the door open for them or trying from my end. It's like I'm giving up. I'm giving up here. So maybe the other person is saying, I'd rather move towards somebody new than wait for somebody to be continuing to play mind games and keep giving me false hope or something. So I don't know. I'm going to clarify these cards, do your mutual energy. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards here, Gemini. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Gemini and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and their person, Spirit. Right, let's take a few more from another deck. Gemini and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Okay, and a few more from a third deck as well, Gemini, and then we'll start the reading. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Gemini and their person. All right, gems, let's start. And if any of you are looking for personal readings, Gemini, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, life is too short to keep your feelings to yourself. I cannot stay silent any longer with these words hidden inside my heart and soul because they want to burst out of my chest and my mouth. I love you. So somebody is really desperately wanting to go out there and, express their passion. Every night I just want to be home, and home is in your arms. I'm not currently feeling in the right place for a relationship right now. I do see us together in the future. I believe that you're my destiny. Maybe somebody took too long and now they've realized they wasted too much time. When you look at me, it makes me feel worse. You see a side of me that others don't. I can't hide from you. It wasn't you, it was me. I'm to be blamed. I accept fault for this. I never truly moved on, even though I appear so. The nights are so long. I didn't show you what you meant to me. I want to be the person that you need. I look at your pictures for hours on end. You're still so beautiful to me. I'm sending you messages through songs. I think every time a person tries to reach out and have that communication, they stop themselves in fear and start manifesting it or thinking about that person, hoping that the other person will listen to a song and it'll remind them of them, and maybe then they'll reach out or something. I don't know, but their goal is clear. They want to have a happily ever after now. All right, so Spirit, tell me what's going on. Let's start with the first person. That's person A for me. Second line is person B. You could be either one of them, Gemini, and these are not gender based. All right, so person A, Ace of Wands for you. What's the Ace of Wands? Yeah, person A is, they know that they maybe delayed things for too long, but now they are totally geared up. It's like, "Ah, I know I took too long to make that change or go towards them, but now I understand that I do want to have a partnership. Maybe earlier they were not ready, or they wanted to take some time, or they thought maybe in the future, but right now they're realizing that maybe they've delayed things already for too long. So it's they want to reach out, they want to talk, they want to express themselves, they want to tell their person that, okay, now I realize that you are my Two of Cups. They have been watching, they have been spying, they have been trying to gather information about their person, and they want to come back with some kind of a love offer or an apology or something. And then what happens, Gemini? The minute that they kind of gear themselves up and prepare themselves, their fear stops them. Fear stops them because they feel, what if I get rejected now? What if I, or maybe it's just overthinking and stressing and feeling, what if I've, they don't see me as their future partner anymore? What if they have somebody else already? All these wild thoughts start creeping into their mind at night. Like, I see a person waking up every morning with that enthusiasm to say, I think I've delayed it for too long. I must go towards them. I want to talk to them today. And then by the time the evening comes, it's like, but what if they don't want me back anymore? What if they don't want to talk to me? What if they push me away? What if they have another choice? What if everything just backfires on me? So it's like, how do I now restart things with them? Okay, so the other person's spirit, how are they feeling right now? The world in reverse. What's the world in reverse for you? Yeah, person B says, um, I kept the door open for them, but none of my manifestations came true here, Omkaratarot, because I think I was dealing with some kind of an illusion or a trickster energy who was very imbalanced. I did wait for them. I did feel that maybe sooner or later they'll realize I'm the one for them, or they'll stop treating me like an option, choose me. But they are so stubborn. They just pretended to be somebody they were not, and they never stepped up, and they never did right by me. So yes, I have kind of stepped up. I'm protecting myself right now. They made me feel as if I was not good enough for them. All this time that I left the door open for me, they never made an effort, right? They made me feel that I was maybe not good enough for them. They continued to play mind games. They're very egoistic and very prideful. So I'm moving towards my own happiness now. I'm not going to allow anyone in my life to make me feel I'm not good enough, or, I'm just left on the side like a spare tire kind of a thing. No, I'm not going to allow that. I realized that maybe I was dealing with somebody who was in their toxic energy, or this was a karmic soulmate who I had to learn to release. So according to person B, they are exhausted, they're tired, they're giving up and saying, you know what, if they want to talk to me, great, but it may help me find closure, but I'm not expecting anything from them. Like, I'm not expecting a happily ever after with them. I have to do right for myself, and it's taken me a long time to heal myself, pull out all those swords one by one. All the 10 swords they plunged into my back, left me out for dead. I mean, I don't want to go back and, start a connection with somebody who's already shown me their true colors. They were just a player. So I have a feeling person B is just going with the flow. It's like, yeah, if they want to talk, they can talk, but I'm still angry and upset with them because they wasted a lot of time, energy, effort of mine. I grieved for this for a very long time because they treated me like I was an option. Right? They treated me like I was just a friend or a friends with benefits. So yeah, they're welcome to talk, but I'm not expecting anything. All right, so person, okay, mutual energies for the first person. What do these three cards mean for you? Knight of Cups. What's the Knight of Cups? The reason why this person is scared to take action because they feel they should have invested when the time was right. I think they missed out. They feel they missed out on an opportunity when they had the time. They should have taken action, and now the more they think about it, the more they feel that what if the other person has already got somebody new? What if they are already happy, cozy with somebody else? Then their ego, I guess, is going to be hurt. Yes, somewhere they feel they're not very sure. Oh, so they feel the other person may talk to them, but then they have to address their past behavior as well. It's like, why did you make a choice to be so selfish? Why were you so self centered? They'll want to know the truth. And even after knowing the truth, and maybe we'll have a fight, I am not sure they'll still trust me if I go tell them that I want something long term. I mean, they do want to take action, King of Wands, but they're very frustrated because they feel that the other person is maybe not even interested in them or doesn't see them as a potential long term, maybe has emotionally walked away from them. So the conflict, I think, is in their own mind. It's like they are fighting in their own mind that, is it too late? Should I reach out? Should I hold back? Have they turned their back? Is it over? Will they accept my offer? It's like they're very worried about what the other person is going to ask them or say to them. So they are standing at crossroads. They want to send that message desperately, but they are figuring out, how do I send that message? How can I address this without my ego, getting hurt? It's like, how do I, what do I say? So every time they think of sending a message, they go into worry and stress. They may feel that the other person has found somebody who's better than them. Okay, so person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? Person B, Knight of Cups for you. Knight of Cups. Yeah, person B says, well, I'm not waiting around for them anymore. I'm not waiting around for them anymore. Yes, I am absolutely open to new love now. I'm in fact attracting in new love, because this person, they were always playing mind games. It was always going to be their way or the highway. They made me feel as if that they were the ones in control. They were trying to control everything. They made me feel I was not equal to them. This connection was always going backwards instead of going forwards, because they were only concerned with what made them happy. It was all about their happiness. But now I want somebody who's equal to me, who takes action towards me, comes and offers me something. I want somebody to ignite that passion back into my life and be the ones to take action and show me that they value me and put in the work. Because this person, the one I was dealing with, they gave me nothing. They never gave me any offer. In fact, they kept me in the dark, or they were keeping secrets, and they just took my love for granted. They were juggling me. So person B definitely is not reaching out first. I don't think they've moved on, but they could be contemplating or telling the universe, I'm ready, universe. I'm ready to cut the past out of my life and send me somebody new. I would rather move towards somebody new, because I do want a 10 of cups, right? But I don't want to be in a connection where I'm not nurtured and I'm treated like a third party or an option in somebody's life. So tell me about the 10 of cups. 10 of cups. Yeah, this is person B, definitely. The person who's had their heart broken big time, they feel that they got fooled. They got fooled. This contract is over. I have to shut this door and focus on my work and maybe new people who I can now collaborate, work with. I know I'm marriage material, and I will find somebody who will want to go the long haul with me, instead of focusing on somebody who was always rude and mean and never opening up their emotions and always creating towers in my life, taking my love for granted, keeping secrets. No, right now I'm only working on myself, and I'm telling the universe it's time for me to be in a long-term partnership. And yes, I do bring a lot to the table, and I want somebody to match that energy and take action towards me. So I don't think they've moved on with somebody yet, but that is what they're manifesting. And person A wants the same things, I guess, but I think they are scared as to what the other person is going to say. That's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Gemini.